thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. And welcome to the Gridiron. And before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much. I greatly appreciate everyone who's been watching my videos. If you can maybe give the video a thumbs up, or maybe leave a comment or share the video or anything at all, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. The Giants released kind of like it's an unofficial depth chart. I don't know, if it's just to keep the masses happy, kind of see what's kind of going on. I don't know how, pinpoint accurate everything is here and all. So I just want to kind of go over this a little bit. I'll leave it in the description box. I'll leave a link to the article I found showing the depth chart that I'm going over. Okay, the page here and everything. And one of the kind of things I'm kind of noticing is it's like Kadarius Toney, where's he at? Huh? I guess I don't know. He's kind of a little on the disappointing side so far. I mean, just the start that he's had so far. I mean, maybe if you took a Madden game and plugged it in and got the joystick going and all. I don't play the Madden, so I don't know what the numbers are and the letters and all of this and everything. But you've seen what the man can do, and it was kind of like, I guess, like Saquon. You see what the dude can do in college, and just like, give the man the ball. Let's see what he can do. And his first carry, Saquon's, the preseason game, he went 39 yards against the Browns. He didn't disappoint. So give the kid the ball. Let's see what he can do. I'm kind of pulling for him. I mean, he comes into camp and he tested positive for COVID, and then he has problems with his cleats, and then like the next day at the press conference, like every question being asked was like, "What's going on with Kadarius? What's cleats? What's wrong?" And seen some articles online. Kadarius Toney's a bust. I mean, it's like, you haven't played a game yet. He hasn't caught a pass yet, and all of a sudden he's a bust. So. But it's just been a little disappointing so far. But I just can't wait to just give the guy the ball. Let's see what he can do. But with the depth chart, it's kind of funny because like the first team that they got 12 guys listed as on the first team. Now they got they got two wide receivers. So I mean they're not going with the package where they got the three wide receivers. Then they got in this 12 guys, they got two wide receivers. They got two tight ends listed on the first team. And then they also got a fullback. They got Elijah Penny in there, So I mean, they got Caden Smith is the second tight end. The second tight end on the first team. Obviously Kyle Rudolph is off to the side. Hopefully, he'll be part of the final 53. If not, and they keep him on the inactive or the PUP list or whatever, he can't play for the first 6 weeks. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully he can make it, in the final 53. But if not, he'll come back again. I mean, hopefully, if not, he missed the first 6. He'll come back against the Panthers, which would be very nice. Because we're playing them at home. Then I don't know, the schedule makers just didn't seem to like us too much, I guess. Then we got almost a back-to-back Monday night road games against the two teams. Yes, the two teams that went to the Super Bowl last year. We got playing the Kansas City Chiefs, right? And then we come home and we play the Raiders, and then we go on the road again for another Monday night game and we play the Bucks. So if we can get him back, I mean, if he doesn't make the final 53, right? If we can get Kyle Rudolph back for like week 7, that would be huge. Really, really huge. But the wide receivers, they got the two wide receivers, right? So they got Sterling Shepard and Kenny Golladay. All right, which is also a bit odd because, I mean, usually if we had the 3 wide receiver set, you'd have Darius Slayton out there, Sterling Shepard and Kenny Golladay. But I mean, it's also a little weird how you got the first team wide receiver being Kenny Golladay, and he's not even playing. And you don't know how long he tweaked his hamstring for. I mean, hopefully, I hope the guy comes back tomorrow. But you got the first team, and the guy, one of the first team guys, isn't even practicing. So it is what it is. But you got Darius Slayton, is this on the second team, which is behind Kenny Golladay. You got David Sills, my man. I'm pulling for him. I hope he makes the team. The guy's just been working his rear end off, and he might have made the team last year if he didn't break his foot. So I'm certainly pulling for him. Then you got like the other guys, wide receivers. Then we got a bunch of them. I mean, Alex Bachman, Matt Cole, Dante Pettis, C.J. Board, Austin Mack, Damian Willis. I mean, we got a lot of wide receivers. Then they had the other wide receiver. They got Sterling Shepard as the starter, and they got John Ross as the backup. Then you got Kadarius Toney. So here they got Kadarius Toney listed as the third string wide receiver. Oh. Then you got the tight ends. You got Evan Ingram, and you got Cole Haikutini. I hope I said that right. And you got Rice and John as the third stringer. Now, he's got some work cut out for him because he just came back. So if he plans on making the team, he better start showing some stuff off, because after the game against the Jets, the Giants got to let 5 guys go. The other tight ends, we got Caden Smith, which they have this as the starter. Nakia Griffin-Stewart and Jake Houseman. All right. And obviously the quarterbacks, Daniel Jones, Mike Lennon, and Clayton Thorson. All right. Then you got the the offensive line. Okay. Now it's kind of like what we thought all along, right? You have Matt Peart, the right tackle, Will Hernandez, right guard, Nick Gates, center, and then you got Shane Lemieux as the left guard, and Andrew Thomas as the left tackle. We got the babies, all right? Hopefully they stay healthy. Hopefully they play together, practice together, and hopefully they grow together as a unit. That would be fantastic. But behind them, I mean, what they have on this chart, the chart here, okay, is they got Nate Solder as the backup to the left tackle and the right tackle. He's the backup. Okay, well, he's hurt. I don't know how long he'll be out for. Hopefully it's not too long, because we could certainly use him in there. But they got him as the backup. All right, then the only other backup they have at tackle, okay, is Jackson Barton. Okay, so basically, according to the Giants, I mean, they're playing guys at different positions and all and everything. So I'm not too worried about that. It's just that they got on the depth chart, they only have 2 backup tackles. Then we got some guards. According here, they got 6 guards. All right, they got Will Hernandez as the one starter. Then they got Chad Slayton, Jake Burton, are the right guards. And the left guards, Shane Lemieux, Kenny Wiggins, and Kyle Murphy. Okay. Then we got the centers. You got Jonathan Harrison, all right, and Brett Hagee. All right. But the guys keep getting hurt. I mean, I keep waiting to pop on and look for Giants news, say Giants signed offensive lineman so and so, or Giants bringing in offensive lineman so and so, or but haven't seen that yet. And it was so bad the other night. The Giants had one of their coaches Wednesday night at the Fan Fest. They had their second string team in there, and they were a guy short, and Wilkerson, Coach Wilkerson, had to step in and take some reps at the backup guard position because they were short. I mean, that just usually wind up happening. You got your coach stepping in to take some reps because you don't got enough guys. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard, I'm not saying it's probably never happened before, but I've never heard that before. You go, I'll take some reps, guys. I'm the coach, but I'll get in there. All right, anyway, the defensive line they got here. They got on the depth chart, they got obviously Dexter Lawrence, and you got, Sir Dexter, and you got Leo the Lion. Okay. But then what they have here, they got Austin Johnson, okay, who is the starting, nose tackle, all right, over Danny Shelton. I thought that was a bit odd, but, I thought Danny Shelton was doing pretty well. As I said, it is what it is, Then they got Willie Henry, who they just brought in, who's the third string defensive nose tackle, all right. Then the other defensive linemen they got B.J. Hill as a second stringer. Then they got David Moa and Elijah Qualls, who they brought in because they let R.J. McIntosh go. Then they got Raymond Johnson III is the backup to Leonard Williams. Okay. Now they got the outside linebackers. They got the X-Man on one side. Okay, he's a starter. And then you got Lorenzo Carter as the other starter. They got the X-Man. All right, it's the starter, and they got his backup is Azeez Ojulari. Okay, all right. Nico Lelos is the third string, and then I got Ellerson Smith as he has just came back and been on the field. It's just that obviously he's been missing quite a bit of time, so he's got his work cut out for him. I don't think there's really any way that they're not going to keep him. I really would be, if they let him go. I don't see that happening. But he's got his work cut out for him. But I'm dude's 6'7". He's got the length. He's kind of like a little project. But boy, I'll tell you what, man. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see him on the field, especially in the preseason. When he does get on the field. Then they got behind Lorenzo Carter. They got Trent Harris. They got Afedi Odanigbo. I keep calling him Ifedi Odenigbo. I keep wanting to call him, but it's Afedi Odanigbo. One of these days I'll get the name right. Then they got Cam Brown. All right. Then in the middle linebackers, all right, they got Blake Martinez, and they got Reggie Ragland behind Blake Martinez, and they got Carter Coughlin, right, who was on the outside last year, but they're bringing him into the middle and trying him out there. And the thing is, the other is inside linebacker, the starter they have is Tate Crowder, Mr. Irrelevant. Good for you, brother. All right. Then they got Devontae Downs, T.J. Brunson, and Ryan Anderson as an inside. I thought they had him as the outside. But wherever he is, it's just good that he's back. And hopefully he'll be on the field soon and doing his thing. But they have him listed as an inside linebacker. Then we got a whole bunch of cornerbacks and safety. I think we got I counted, it was like 19 of them. We got a lot. All right, we got the starting corners. Okay, we got Adoree Jackson and Bradbury. Right, but with the defense here. They don't have, like with the, if they're going to have three cornerbacks on the field, where we usually had last year, where we had Darnay Holmes. So what they have is they got the backup cornerbacks. The backup cornerback to James Bradbury's Isaac Yiadom. Then they got Madre Harper, and then they got Sam Beal and Aaron Robinson. Now, of course, Aaron Robinson is still nursing he had surgery in the off season. Okay, so he hasn't been on the field, but. So, another one of the guys. Can't wait for him to get on the field and see what he can do. But the other cornerback, all right, behind Adoree Jackson, they got Darnay Holmes, all right, who will probably be the corner slot, unless Rodarius Williams beats him out. Now, I tell you what, boy. I tell you what, man. If Aaron Robinson comes back, if he's as good as advertised, all right, and then we got Darnay Holmes and we got Rodarius Williams, it's like, holy crap. Damn, we got some cornerbacks. I'll tell you what. I was surprised. I'm hearing nothing but from Rodarius Williams. I'm hearing nothing but good things about him. He's got a good attitude. I like that, man. I'll tell you. Man, you get somebody like the 6th round who shines like that. Man, that's awesome. I absolutely love it. It's just preseason, and all of that. But so far, you like what you see and hear about Darius Williams. Really like that. Then you got Jaron Williams. They have it's like the fourth string right cornerback. Safeties, all right, it's the same thing here. Because sometimes we're going to be putting three safeties on the field. They got the two starting safeties. All right, they got Jabrill Peppers and Logan Ryan. No shocker there. But when you got the three safeties on the field, you got to have the X-Man out there. So he's the backup to Logan Ryan on this chart that they have here. Okay, so take it for whatever you will. Then, of course, let's not forget about Julian Love. He's the Swiss Army knife. That guy you can put him anywhere. Man, we're lucky we got him. I'm not saying the guy's like a all-pro or a Hall of Fame or nothing, but he's got the talent. You can put him anywhere. I'm saying he's the greatest. But good quality depth at many different positions. Man, we're lucky we got that guy. And then we got Quincy Williams and Joshua Kalu are like on the third team. Then Montre Hardage, Chris Johnson, Chris Milton, and Jordan Peters. So some of those guys ain't going to be, with us much longer. And let's also not forget, while we're talking about the secondary, Coach Judge keeps talking about Nate Ebner, who's nursing an injury because he was trying out for the Olympics. He got injured. He didn't pursue the Olympics. He wanted to recover from his injury. So apparently, before I keep talking about listening to Judge, is that if there's ever a point in time where Nate Ebner is healthy or whatever, he might come and be signed because Nate Ebner's kind of a liability in the secondary, especially when you got these guys that we got in the secondary. We're so lucky, guys, so lucky. Okay, I'm not saying we're going to be a top two secondary and all like that, but what we've had now compared to what we've had in the past, we got some unbelievable talent here. Nate Ebner is a liability if you have to put him on the field. Nate Ebner is not a liability for special teams though, and that's the huge reason why Joe Judge wants him back. Okay, then speaking about special teams, now we go to the special teams depth chart, and it's the punter is Riley Dixon. The place kicker is Graham Gano. Then you got this Ryan Santoso. I hope I said his name right. The guy's got a leg. He's a punter and a kicker. The Giants, it seems like what I'm reading, they're obviously, because, they signed Graham Gano to a contract, and Riley Dixon really seems to be, cemented in as their punter. But I'll tell you what, the Ryan Santoso, he's got a leg. He can boom some field goals, and he can punt too. So what he's doing, I guess he's just putting out his resume for the other teams. If anybody needs a kicker or a punter or something or whatever, or if something should happen to Dixon or Gano, but I'll tell you what, the guy's making a name for himself. They got the long snapper Casey Kreider, and Carson Tinker is the backup. The punt returner, we got Jabrill Peppers and we got Adoree Jackson. They got Kadarius Toney as the third string. Then we got kickoff return. We got John Ross. Okay, dude, give that guy a crack. Let him go. And then we got Jabrill Peppers as the backup kickoff returner. Then we got Kadarius Toney as the third stringer. Then we got the holder for the kicks is Riley Dixon. But I guess you got to give Judge some credit. He's making, Kadarius Toney. He's just not. Oh, you're the first round pick. Okay, well, you're the kickoff returner, or you're the punt returner, or you're the starting slot receiver. Now, he's making them earn because, especially with the slot receiver, Sterling Shepard's had a heck of a training camp so far. I've been reading nothing but good things about him. He's staying healthy, and he's doing a phenomenal job. So, good luck getting him off the field. But Judge ain't giving Kadarius Toney jack. Right? He's got to earn it, But I hope somewhere along the line he's got enough Judge. He's got enough common sense. Let's get this dude on the field I mean, especially in a preseason game. Do you really want Jabrill Peppers? I mean, I can see John Ross maybe trying to return a kickoff. No problem there, because he's not your starter. Do you really want Jabrill Peppers, your starter, return punts? Your backup punt returner, they got Adoree Jackson. I mean, in your preseason, you kidding me? You want to jeopardize Jabrill Peppers or Adoree Jackson on a punt return in preseason? Man, and same thing, kickoff return, the backup kickoff return. They got Jabrill Peppers. Give the ball to Kadarius. Let the dude. Let's see what the man can do. I mean, I want to see me some joystick. I mean, what that guy can do in college, I'm dying to see that. His only problem is what I've been reading is sometimes he seems like he feels like he's got like that fullback mentality. Like when he got guys on him or something like that, he just wants to just keep trudging along and he wants to try to run over guys and stuff like that. That ain't going to fly here in the NFL. I mean, you got to know when to fold them, when to hold them, and when to get the heck out of bounds. And, but anyway, I hope that Joe Judge has enough sense in him and just, let's give the man the ball and let's see what he can do. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants! Woo!